varför.
We flew into Manaus, which is the main port city when you're visiting the Amazon.
To break down. But none of this.
I'm not exactly sure, but I'm hoping there's acai bowls involved. Our guide with Amazon Nature Tours picked us up and took us on a brief city tour through Manaus. One of our stops was the Bosque de Ciencia, which is the National Institute of Amazonian Research.
We have a lot of seeds there inside, look. Red color. The Indians paint their faces, and you could do your lipstick with it. Is that working?
Yeah. This doesn't feel like a port or a marina.
Hey, I'm Will. We're here in Manaus on the edge of the Amazon frontier. We're about to get on this 3-story riverboat to cruise up the Rio Negro into the unknown. Not sure what we're gonna see. Maybe some jaguars, maybe some anaconda. Probably not, but definitely some bugs. So I'm excited. Let's go check it out.
I had no idea what to expect when we semi-accidentally booked ourselves on a 6-day, 6-night voyage deep into the heart of the Amazon. Guys, we just boarded the motor yacht Tucano. It's a 3-story steamboat-looking boat with no paddle. We're feeling a little nervous. I think it just got real that we're heading off on this boat into the Amazon for 6 nights, as deep as any other tour goes. So we'll see what this is like. We're on the Rio Negro now. Hey, what do you think?
I think we made it. Beautiful wood finishings and a little small, but it's a small boat.
How are we gonna snuggle?
I thought about moving it.
Oh, we can move it.
I feel like Tarzan and Jane.
Need Tarzan. And a bathroom.
Every morning and every afternoon and every evening, we would take out these little boats because they were smaller and easier to navigate through the winding paths of the river, and we could go really deep into the jungle. My favorite experience was probably first thing in the morning, be on these boats, cruising out there and then turning the engines off and just listening to amazing amount of wildlife all around us.
We made it back to the boat. We spent about 2 hours going all through the waterways here. And we saw so many different kinds of birds. A hawk who was hungry and screaming. And all kinds of stuff. So much diverse wildlife here in the Amazon, and it's only day 2.
That one can save your life. This is works liana.
I don't think I really had a concept of how deep into the jungle we were actually going to be. From my understanding, this is the deepest that any cruise in the entire Amazon River or Rio Negro goes.
1, 2,
Wow.
3.
Good water.
Very good. It's better than mineral water.
It's good, isn't it?
This is very important, not only for the wildlife, but also for the people who live in jungle.
Yeah.
They use it like medicine.
What are we looking for?
Monkeys, bears, tigers, and wolves.
I don't think they have those here. Go.
down like this. So,
Wow.
your turn. It's good. It's good.
So what are we doing?
Sleeping.
No.
We're going piranha fishing.
Okay, Nona, tell me what you're doing here.
We were fishing for piranha in the Amazon using bamboo.
And why are we hitting the water?
Trying to catch the piranha. I thought these would work. One unlucky person sticking their hand out, shaking it around.
If you bite, you give a hard pull up.
He got one.
Ah, I got one.
And you too?
Slow down.
And then,
Good one.
yeah? I haven't put my piranha gloves on yet.
Look at this, Aaron, behind you. Wow. Okay, when he spits out that bait, I don't want to volunteer my toes.
Big.
Is that them making that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he did it. Now what? Stop, Aaron.
Did it, Edwin.
Why'd you throw him back?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dinner is served.
Alright, piranha.
What is that face? Oh, bones? Piranha tasted kind of how you imagine piranha would taste, which is to say, not so good.
Not so good.
Well, fun to catch.
So this was probably my favorite thing of the whole trip. Our guides would teach us survival skills, and one of the survival skills they taught us was how to make a blow dart gun out of a hollowed tubed plant or bamboo type thing. And it actually works pretty well. He said that they would take venom from frogs or snakes and put them at the end of it even, and that's how they would make weapons with it. I think the scariest part of the whole trip was actually swimming in the water or swimming in the Amazon River. They say that the water is cleaner than it is about anywhere else in the world, but the fish are also a little bit more scary than about anywhere else in the world as well. Literally, funny enough, when I was in there, I got bit on the side and I thought it was no big deal, just nothing. And then literally, I think a fish bit my nipple while I was swimming. So that was enough swimming.
Day 4. Kind of lost count. We are on another jungle trek hike. This one we started a little later in the day than others, so it is pretty hot. And I am pretty nerdy looking. One of the local villagers and his son are the ones showing us around this time. So learning lots of cool jungle stuff. Being in the Amazon was unlike anything I've ever done before. Completely off the grid, it was an adventurous expedition, yet comfortable on a motor yacht that was sort of an 1800s or 1900s style boat. Rich wood walls line our little cabin, as well as framed illustrations of Amazonian flora, fauna, and birds, and every day we're served 3 meals made from local ingredients and local dishes. Sour. Rainbow-colored macaws and parrots and pink river dolphins are everyday sightings. Your body tunes into the jungle rhythms, and 5:30 a.m. is not so early of a wake-up call when the earth is already bright and humming with activity. Day 6, and I've gone full jungle. I got my mosquito net hat on. Handy binoculars. Whew. Very hot and steamy in the jungle, but really cool to see this ecosystem. It's our last day, our last jungle hike, so it's been fun. We saw a bunch of little squirrel monkeys. They were so cute. And Gonna head back soon after we're done with this jungle hike. Have some lunch, finish out our day, and tomorrow we disembark, so that's it. But this flooded forest was really cool. We saw a lot of monkeys. Earlier today we saw sloths, so pretty neat. Another cool thing we saw was the meeting of the waters, which is where the Rio Negro and the Amazon River meet but don't mix. A super cool thing we saw was the floating village outside of Manaus. We went and explored this via motored canoe, and it's very interesting to see how these people actually live atop the water.
Floating house, they have floating logs that make the house float.
I have a whole new respect for the Amazon River, Brazil, and the Rio Negro River. It's a brilliant ecosystem that has been practically untouched, and I don't think there's very many places in the world like it. I was actually remarkably surprised about how awesome this trip was. It is definitely one of the favorite trips I've ever been on. I think Sky would feel the same way.
Glad to find out that the pH level of this water is not conducive to bugs or to mosquitoes specifically, so that worked out in my favor.
So much wildlife out in the Amazon, and obviously had a blast exploring the rainforest and seeing all the different flora and fauna. Quite the trip. Definitely something out of our usual type of travel experience, but we absolutely loved it, and if anybody wants to go to the Amazon, we'll go back with you. So yeah, in a few minutes we'll take the boats from this to the land, get picked up by a bus. I think we have like a short city tour of Manaus today, so get to check out a little bit of the city. Gonna miss it.
Any parting words? Well, we came into the Amazon looking to find greatness, and I think we found it. We survived.
It's a walk-through.
Have you ever wondered what a fish market on the Amazon River would look like? Well, here you go. I would not recommend visiting the Amazonian fish market the day after you had food poisoning and were sick all night.
Like, what even is this? A tiger fish?
At the market in Manaus, a lot of sights and smells. Can't say it's making my stomach feel any better at the moment.
So that was our Amazon trip. Totally unexpected, totally awesome, and we would do it again in a heartbeat.